You know it's gonna be a busy day when you park way out here at Studios. Not even too far from the back of the parking lot. Here we go. And we're gonna walk it. Get our steps in for the day. Coming all the way from Buzz 407. I don't remember the last time I parked this far back at Hollywood Studios, but then again, I don't visit the parks much in the summer, mostly due to the heat, and second reason, the crowds, which are probably going to be exhibited here in the park. Skyliner's starting back up again. Don't know what the delay was for. I think we just missed some rainstorms. Caught some on the drive in, so hopefully those stay away the rest of the night. Headed into Studios for probably my last time experiencing Muppet Vision 3D. Love that Hollywood land. You really can't beat the vibes. Cannot beat Hollywood Studios vibes. I like this area a lot during the holidays with the floating ornaments, the big Christmas tree, more Hollywood Christmas vibes. Might be some remnants of that storm in the clouds over there. Hopefully passing further away from us rather than headed here. Star Tour is only posting a 5-minute wait, but I don't have long till Pizza Rizzo closes, so we're headed to Muppets. I could really go for a cold one at baseline right now, but Muppets is the priority. It's rat pizza. Such a good show. Such a good little retreat back here that we're going to be missing, excuse me. But hopefully Monsters Inc. does it justice. We will see. All right, we got some rat pizza. Mushroom pizza for me. I'm a big mushroom fan. We'll see how that is. Couldn't go without a cannoli. It has a proper Pizza Rizzo send-off. And it came with a side Caesar salad that I wasn't expecting, so that's nice. And then we got some caricatures of some Muppets up here. A ton of seating in this upstairs section. Whatever replaces this quick service better have ample seating, ample themed seating. I mean, this is the upstairs and there's a whole downstairs. It's huge in here with balcony seating as well. It's very nice. Monstropolis better come to play. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to get into Mama Melrose's before it closed. I don't think I ever ate there in my entire life. And unfortunately now never will, but so it goes, right? People flooding into Muppet Vision 3D for what is probably their last time viewing the show. Mine's coming up here shortly. Let's go. Alright, the time has come. Big part of my childhood. Viewing this once, if not multiple times on each trip. This will be my last one.
Hollywood Studios.
And that'll be a wrap on Muppet Vision 3D, at least for me. Last day, June 7th, it'll permanently be closed. I'm assuming this whole courtyard will be blocked off June 8th and beyond. And we're out. Thank you, Muppets. All right, so today for me is kind of turning into an out with the old and in with the new kind of day. While I'm here, you know, the main goal was getting a final run of Muppet Vision 3D, which I did. I loved, and I'll miss it. But Studios has 2 brand new stage shows. There's a new version of this Little Mermaid show that I'm gonna try and hit right now in the same old theater that the old Little Mermaid show used to be. And then down where Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy show, that's probably not the proper title, maybe it is, but down in that theater, or where that used to be, is a new villain show. So I'll be hitting up that after this Little Mermaid show, and we'll see how those are. Out with Muppet Vision, in with 2 new shows here at Hollywood Studios. All right, The Little Mermaid, A Musical Adventure. Name of the new show. It's posting a 60-minute standby wait. Let's, I guess we'll test that out. We'll see. And what a good time to get the show in, because it looks like it rained while we were in there. And now, clearer skies. Still some clouds, but I'm dry, so happy about that. I love that they kept the 50th statues in the park. They were a great addition to the 50th festivities, and I'm really glad to see them here. There's no reason to take them out. They're a good photo op. Fun for kids to look around and find. Hope they stay for a while. All right, I hear thunder, I see lightning, but
keep going.
We continue. There is a 6 o'clock villain show, but I heard it's filling up fast this week since it's brand new, so I'm not gonna hit that one. I think I'm gonna go try the single rider line on Rock and Roller Coaster. Get a ride in on that and wait for there's a 7 o'clock villain show that I'll hit up around that time. The Hollywood Tower Hotel looks great any time of day. So I especially love it on an overcast, rainy, cloudy day. Give me some lightning, even better. We get a lot of that in Florida, and it just adds to the ambiance of the Hollywood Tower Hotel perfectly. Yeah, I would put all my eggs in the basket of the 6 o'clock show is full. It's about 5:52 right now. There's a 6 o'clock and a 7 o'clock show. I doubt I would even get close to getting the 6 o'clock show. So let me try this Rock and Roller Coaster single rider line, skip this crowd, and maybe hit up the 7 o'clock villain show for the final show of the night. All right, so I don't know if it's on camera, but that standby entrance says 70 minutes. I was headed over here to single rider, but it is closed. They've got a stanchion up and a sign, single rider line currently closed, so that ruins that plan, but we will still wait for the 7 o'clock villain show. We'll just go enjoy the ambience of the park. You can actually see Chinese theater from here. I don't think I ever knew that, looking this way from the Rock and Roller Coaster Plaza. But yeah, let's go see what we can kill some time with here at Hollywood Studios. Funny quick story time. I had an irrational fear as a child that the ride would actually come out here onto this fake track and hang you upside down in the fast car. before I ever rode it for the first time, and my parents and family were trying to convince me to get on it. This was a big deterring factor. It was me as a kid walking under this entrance thinking, are they gonna shoot me outside in a car upside down? It was a little intimidating, but I'm glad I jumped in the first time. I'm a big coaster fan now, so, and this is a great one. This is always a good one to come do. Indoors too, so it doesn't go down with lightning delays.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah, irrational, I know, but kind of funny as a kid. I thought this might be part of the ride, even though I never saw a real car drive out here. Still thought, maybe they'll send me upside down, flipping through the crowds out here at Hollywood Studios. Seems like they've gone all out with the new show, down to the merch. Kind of like this wash, black wash, acid wash tee. But I haven't seen the show yet. Don't think I'll pick up any merch, but it is nice to see that they have some if you do like it. I also have not seen the live action Lilo and Stitch remake yet, but if I did get anything from this merch collection, it would be this 626 baseball jersey. How cool is that? Maybe while I have a minute here, waiting for the Villains 7 o'clock showing, I'll talk about the Little Mermaid show. I enjoyed it. I only waited about 25 minutes, even though it posted 60. I was one of the last probably 20 or 30 people sat in the show, so I got lucky I got in that one. I didn't have to wait a whole nother cycle, but I probably wouldn't wait more than a half hour for it. Again, I don't have kids. If I did, it might be different. It is some AC on a hot floor today. It'd be nice. The screens in there, the animations just don't do it for me. The animated parts reminded me of a good PlayStation 2 game, but PlayStation 2 games were from my childhood, and technology has advanced significantly to now. So the screens were not my favorite, but the puppets, the live actors, the singing, all very good, very, very good. Shout out to the cast members, shout out to the creatives that worked on it. I'm sure the screens and the animations were not on them. Maybe just a budget thing and trying to reimagine a show in an old space, but it was different. It was good. I'm glad there is another capacity holding attraction here at Studios in a space that they already had and should have been using this whole time. It does take a big crowd away from out on the streets, so it helps a little bit. Great performances by the people in there, but the screens were the only downfall for me. Not to say I wouldn't see it again, but yeah, go there for the puppets and the acting, not necessarily the technology. But we'll see if this villain show, how that does. I haven't seen any spoilers or really what it all is, so we'll see. Looks like a lot of show times for the new show. Almost every hour, starting at 11, sometimes twice an hour. Or I guess you'd say on the half hour. I don't know if that's just because of it being a brand new attraction or if it'll stay that way, but looks like you have a lot of chances to see it right now. It's in the old Lightning McQueen Racing Academy show building. Right out here behind the Hollywood Tower Hotel. I guess I won't call it the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy building anymore. It'll be Sunset Showcase, proper name. That's gonna do it from Studios for the day. I think I'm gonna Skyliner or walk. Haven't decided yet, but swing over to EPCOT, pick up my pass holder magnet. The Villain show kind of reminded me that there's a Villains pass holder magnet to pick up at Creation Shop featuring Maleficent. So let's go see if we can get that. All right, as much as I love the Skyliner, and it really is a great addition, great extra transportation on Walt Disney World property, as much as I love it, I also love this walk between Hollywood Studios and EPCOT, the International Gateway. Great views, serene, quiet. get some steps in, work off that mushroom pizza and especially that cannoli I had earlier. Yeah, we're gonna get some steps and walk our way to EPCOT International Gateway. Here we come. Yeah, if you're curious or you don't know the walk I'm talking about, you just hang a left as you're coming out of the park there. You hang a left under the Skyliner track, cables, whatever you want to call them. And you walk here, kind of like you're going to these first couple bus stop stations, past the bathrooms on your left. And right after these bathrooms, we'll hang a slight left and walk along the water all the way to the back entrance of EPCOT. Again, I love this walk. If you're able, if you've got a couple extra minutes, you got the energy especially, and you're hydrated, take this walk on your next Disney trip. It is one of my favorite kind of clear the mind, reset kind of areas on Disney property. It's a pathway used for Run Disney races as well. Not so magical memories for some people on this stretch of the Run Disney races with the tight corridors and all those thousands of people shoulder to shoulder. But here, there's nobody here, so we're gonna enjoy this walk. And the views, you cannot beat the views. Watch for snakes and alligators, but you cannot beat the views. Friendship boat was also an option, but again, I think I've said it about 6 times already. I love this walk. Goodbye, Hollywood Tower Hotel. Here we go. Figment bus, best bus on property. Sorry, second best bus. There's another Figment bus. Has a little better design, but go Figment. Gonna get a shot of the Friendship boat here. It's gonna get to EPCOT a little faster than us, but I don't have to sit next to anybody. I can enjoy the fresh air, not breathe in the boat fumes from the back there, as much as I might have liked that as a kid. We're gonna continue. Going under the road here. Gonna come out on the other side of the underpass, kind of behind the Boardwalk Resort and the Swan and Dolphin Resorts. I've lived in Florida about 5 years now. Don't think I'll ever get used to Florida sunsets. Just some of the best. There's the dogleg turn of the Skyliner station. That's if you're going to or coming from the EPCOT International Gateway or the Riviera. Continuing on our walk here. As many times as I've done this walk, I don't think I've ever seen, maybe once, I may have seen people use those tennis courts for the Boardwalk Resort one time. But, so you know, any tennis players out there, you have the whole court to yourself back here. On our right here is the boardwalk, some of the further boardwalk rooms. The pool is going to be coming up on our right here soon, but off in the distance, you can see the Swan Reserve. I've heard great things about the Amare restaurant up top. I still need to try. Reservations seem pretty available, just haven't been up there yet. And we keep going. You can kind of see the pool through there. I believe that's the pool bar for the boardwalk. Circus themed. They no longer have the scary clown face as the exit of their pool slide. I believe they changed it to, I believe it's a Mickey and Minnie mural now. I could be completely wrong on that. All I know is the scary clown at the boardwalk pool is no longer. Probably to the happiness of quite a few kids. Now I'm noticing something I never knew before. Through these trees here, behind the Swan Resort, looks like a food truck courtyard. Did not know that was there. Don't know if it's part of a special event, maybe a conference, but interesting. See something new every time I'm on this walk. All right, so we're getting closer here. Right to the boardwalk. If I turned around, I'd be back to Hollywood Studios and those tennis courts. Now, when you get to these bollards, you could turn left and you could walk by Yacht and Beach Club to EPCOT, or I think I'm gonna walk the boardwalk. Atlantic Dance Hall here on my left, Jelly Rolls, RIP, old Jelly Rolls on my right. I think I'm gonna walk the boardwalk this time, but each way would get you to EPCOT International Gateway. Just you got to loop around the lake on either side. Atlantic Dance Hall and the aforementioned former site of Jelly Roll's Dueling Pianos bar. I was lucky enough to experience it one time in my life. I know it is a fondly remembered spot for a lot of CPs, locals and travelers alike. One reason that I usually walk the boardwalk way, not the Yacht and Beach Club way, is there's usually performers. Now it sounds like we got some a cappella Dapper Dan style performers. Sometimes there's jugglers, acrobatics. But yeah, good little addition to your boardwalk stroll. Two more places I've heard great things about but have not yet tried are Flying Fish, a nice sit-down restaurant I hear, and Abracadabar. I've peeked my head in there. I don't think I've ever ordered any drinks or anything from Abracadabar, but the merch you can find for Abracadabar is quite nice. More performers drawing a crowd. Looks like some magic, getting the kids involved. The cake bake shop here at the end of the boardwalk, just past Boardwalk Ice Cream, is one of the newer additions to the boardwalk area. Replaced the old ESPN zone and the space that's at dormant for a while, and now this is open. I hear good reviews, although on the pricey side. Here's a view from the bridge. I came from the boardwalk side. If you had turned left when we were back by Swan and Dolphin, you would have walked by the Yacht Club and the Beach Club, past Stormalong Bay and that very cool pirate ship slide, and ended up here at the bridge, almost to International Gateway, where the Skyliner would have also taken us. And we're in. Does this count as a hidden Mickey? You tell me. Looks a little wonky, but Mickey, yes. Hidden, I don't know. Look at that line for the maple popcorn. I don't blame anybody for standing in that, but it won't be me today. Main mission, that magnet. Always pay your respects to the man himself. Figment. I hear a party going on over there in the new stage entertainment space. Kind of headed towards the land. Got some music bumping over there, but I'm almost at my destination. Creation Shop is where we pick up our Maleficent pass holder magnet. I like these. Behind Figment, Orangeburg is probably one of my other favorite characters. 30 years of Flower and Garden right there. And here's where we're going. I haven't attended Flower and Garden much, if at all, this year, but this piece of merch with my guy Orangeburg and the 30th anniversary logo. I'm a sucker for anniversary merch. Pen holder, plants holder, nice heavy duty, cool piece of merch right there. Let's see, it's 30 bucks. After a pass holder discount, you can get that for about, oh, math is hard, $24, $6 off, 20%. Who knows? It's been a long day. Spirit jerseys also rocking the 30th logo. Almost a beach towel texture on the bottom half of it. I don't even know what Spirit jerseys are running nowadays, but oh, staring me in the face the whole time. 80 bucks, $79.99. Ears nowadays, $44.99. Here's my guy Figment on a toothpick holder. Toothpick holder is the word I was going for. Disney sells toothpick holders. $9.99. That's easy, fast holder math. $8. $8 after your discount. And now I'm parched after that long walk, so let's see if Club Cool is open. Get some free soda, ice cold fizzy soda to quench my thirst, whether it's hydrated or not. I don't know. All right, I can indeed say those were cold and fizzy and refreshing. Probably not what I need. I probably need water and electrolytes, but here we are. The Madagascar and the Dominican Republic sodas, or pop, like my family in Chicago says. Madagascar and Dominican Republic variations are my favorite. Very tropical, refreshing, tropical mango fruity flavors. I could probably look those up and give a better description than the word tropical a couple times, but yeah, go for those. Give those a try. They're small samples and they're free. You don't have to worry about paying for it and throwing it out. Try them all. Beverly first. Beverly is the rite of passage. You have to do that one first. Let me know how you feel about that. Most people love the Beverly. If you know, you know. It's kind of the hidden gem of Club Cool. Wink. But I think that's it for me in Epcot. I think I'm gonna head back to my car at Studios and actually head to Springs because I've got a movie reservation through my AMC A-list. The movie with Paul Rudd and the other guy, oh my god, I'm blanking on his name right now, but the movie called Friendship. And we go see how that is. End the night there. It feels weird to see this spot empty. It is Flower and Garden Festival right now, but no booth there. I'm used to seeing a food and drink booth there for all the Epcot festivals. And the Purple Martin bird nests are back. I'm sure they've been here a while, I just haven't been in the park lately. They put up these nests, and I guess a species called Purple Martins use them as they migrate or fly south for the winter, I believe. I can hear a ton of them. I only see a few right now, but I'm hearing a lot of chirping. Most activity from that one. That's where they're having the party. And look at that monorail shot. Monorail coral going by. Reflection on the water. Gotta love that. Monorail's a classic. I better not ever get rid of it here at the Walt Disney World property. I guess I should show the magnet. There it is, Maleficent in all her glory. Be going right on the fridge if I can find some space with all these magnets between all the Florida parks and being pass holders. We're running out of space very quickly. Majority, I'd say, are Disney. Maybe close second, or maybe even tied with Disney, is our Halloween Horror Night magnet collection, which is probably our favorite, if we're being honest. Some nice topiaries for Flower and Garden from Encanto. People getting ready for Luminous, the Symphony of Us. More of the 50th statues. Glad they're still here. I think I'm gonna walk this way through Mexico and the following countries, since I came in through International Gateway and saw the UK and Canada. I'll walk this way to get out back to my car at Hollywood Studios. We'll see how my legs feel at the end, whether I walk back like I walked here or utilize the Skyliner or a Friendship boat. These have to be some of my favorite. Coco's probably my favorite Pixar animated film. Some of the best music, scenes, story. Gotta love it. Beautiful topiaries here. If I were to stop and watch Luminous, the fireworks show at night, this is where I would do it. Right here before you get to Norway. There's usually some good standing room. And some of those people usually stay sitting, so if you stand up behind them, you still have a clear view of the show. It's a beautiful night here. Rain went away, it cooled off a little bit after that first round of rain. And just a bit humid, obviously, but that's May in Florida. Every time I'm here, especially at night, it never fails. There are dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of egrets, ibises, and hingas. Florida birds all migrate here to this little canal. I mean, look at that. So many. I don't know what attracts them there, but almost every time I'm in here, they're here, especially at night. So look for them next time when you're crossing over the bridge. These guys are called the Cat Empire, and they are jamming out here at EPCOT Garden Rocks Concert Series. Japan always looks so good at night. All the pavilions do, all the different countries, but Japan's got to be one of my favorites. And there's the torches around the lake, one of my favorite parts of EPCOT, when the torches light the night. Look at this. Too good here in Japan. Great spot to watch the fireworks, good for those guys. One of my favorite hidden Mickeys right here, this Morocco street shop. The question remains, do I take the Skyliner? Do I take the friendship boats? Or do I keep my legs moving and walk all the way back to my car at Studios? And unfortunately, for my legs, but fortunately for my fitness, I guess, and my loner syndrome, I like to not be in crowds, or I don't really feel like sharing a Skyliner car with a couple other people. No guarantee I'll get my own, since that's the line right now at Almost Park Close. So yeah, let's walk. We'll walk by Yacht and Beach Club this time, get some different views. And I don't think I've talked about the Villain show yet, so maybe we'll do that. Another benefit of walking again, instead of different mode of transportation, is we'll get to see Yacht and Beach Club, but we'll also get to see all the lights now turned on. They might have been starting to turn on the walk in, but it was still kind of daylight out. Getting a little bit of a dusk walk. Not duck walk, a dusk walk back to our car at Studios. Here we go. I have not stopped sweating, but it's good for me, right? That's what I'll tell myself. What a great view of the boardwalk you have if you're over here on the Beach Club side. And what other resort to have an actual sand beach here at Disney than the Beach Club itself? And look at that, you can get your tennis back at Boardwalk. And now here you can get your beach volleyball. Again, I think I've seen this used once in all my walks past it. But I'm sure some of you guys out there would like that. Oh look, I think they've got one of their nightly movies out on the beach. How cool is that? I might be dumb for this, but I do not recognize this movie. Nope, I don't think I recognize it. It looks surfing oriented, which makes sense for the Beach Club. Right next to their awesome pool. This is the slide that comes from the ship's mast and ends up on some rock work and then down into the pool. Looks like they're doing some maintenance on it. Now, I've got some DVC owners in the family, and I've talked to a lot of them that say Boardwalk and Beach Club and Yacht Club, but Boardwalk especially is one of the hardest reservations to get. With the amount of dining, entertainment, nightlife, especially for the Disney property that the Boardwalk has, I can see why. With the location to EPCOT and all the festivals year round now, there's almost a festival every day of the year. I can see how it's a coveted reservation. Really a great view from here. And I can hear the entertainment and everything going on out there. If you're looking for a more peaceful, serene room location here, close to the park still, within walking distance, Yacht Club seems to be the way to go. You don't have a cappella Lion King blasting in your windows at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. But who's in their bed by 8 or 9 on a Disney day? Probably a lot of you. I'm probably wrong in saying that, but yeah, a lot quieter at this end of the boardwalk by the Yacht Club. There's the spotlights coming from Luminous at EPCOT. And we continue. I just looked back at my clips from on the way here, from Studios to International Gateway at EPCOT. Was 25 minutes from about 7:30 to 7:55. Took me 25 minutes. We'll see if this way, on the Yacht and Beach Club side, takes any longer. Won't be an exact science, but I'll let you know. While I've got a minute, I do have to say, I don't think I talked about the Villains show after I saw it. Villains on Fairly Ever After, as opposed to the Ariel show, Little Mermaid show earlier in the day. Villains had great technology, great use of technology, great retrofitting of a show into an old building. I really liked it. There's a friendship boat picking people up from Swan and Dolphin, right in the middle of the two resorts there on the boat dock. Now, since we came from the Yacht Club way, a little bit different directions here. Obviously nothing too crazy, but once you see the boardwalk sign, hang a left, go under that boardwalk sign. Don't keep walking towards the Swan over the second bridge. Got to go under the boardwalk sign to get back along the river that got us here. Yeah, the Villains show was fun. Villains on Fairly Ever After and Sunset Showcase. They let us in really early. Like, I think we were in our seats by 6:30 for the 7 o'clock show, which was nice. Got us out of the heat. These seats actually were very comfortable. I felt like they were wide and accommodating. I wasn't on top of the people next to me. Used to be bleachers in there for Lightning McQueen, so to see the padded seats with a lot of room was a nice surprise. What seemed like original music for the show was a good touch. It was kind of catchy. The Mirror Mirror on the Wall that sings I guess you would call it the main theme. That song was very catchy. I liked it. Original music was good. The live performers' interaction with the screens and with the technology they added to the show, I felt was proper, needed. I don't know, it was just good. Good little respite from the Florida heat. Again, more capacity added to Hollywood Studios, which will help cut down on some of those wait times for things like Rock and Roller Coaster when the single rider line is closed. I half mentioned it earlier, but if you are one that needs a little quiet and a little bit of time away from the social or public crowding aspects of a Disney trip, this walk is also great for that. The Skyliner is great. I would have liked the wind blowing through as I'm seated, and it just takes me where I need to be. But this walk is nice too, and I get to talk to the camera and not feel so weird. But that is a DreamWorks moon. Am I allowed to say that on this video? DreamWorks. Let's try that again. I don't know if I got a good shot of the moon I was talking about. I'd call that a DreamWorks moon. It's a little skinnier looking in person than on the video. The glare or light pollution kind of makes it look a little thicker than it is. I can also hear the very beginning of Phantasmic through the trees there. It's the back of Tower Hotel. Wow, that's a shaky video. Phantasmic I did not see tonight, but another time. That's a bigger time commitment than I was probably wanting to do today.
Come on.
He's calling me. He's calling it like flat.
Watch out for the gators and snakes, duckies. You might not say that walking under a main thoroughfare and road is very Disney-esque, but this walk remains one of my favorite experiences on property. I love the option to just leisurely stroll. Can I even say that word? Leisurely stroll between probably my two favorite parks at the moment, EPCOT and Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom can jump in there at any time. Great park in Animal Kingdom. I just don't go there that much. But yeah, we're almost there. I am, however, curious with the Villains Unfairly Ever After show, whether the character deemed misunderstood of all will alternate or change with each showing. We'll have to see. I'll have to go back again. I can hear Phantasmic people cheering for whatever just happened. Oh, the wonderful worlds of animation.
Tonight, right here at the Chinese Theater for Mickey's premiere.
Their little projection and pyrotechnic show on the Chinese theater. I should see that again one day. I don't think I've stopped and watched that very much, but it is cool. Little glimpse into the movies. There's the lights. Phantasmic has started. Let's get to the car before all of them flood the parking lot. Oh, listen to the cheers. It's a lot of people in there. Remember how full the parking lot was earlier? I wonder if majority of those people are in that showing. Oh, that music though. The Phantasmic theme music is just so good. Sorcerer Mickey is also probably one of my favorite characters. Probably Figment, Sorcerer Mickey. No, Steamboat Willie ahead of Sorcerer Mickey. But yeah, just classics there. Orange Bird, I forgot to mention Orange Bird earlier too. Let's just say those are top 4 interchangeably, depending on the day. All right, about 26-ish minutes later. Back at the studio's Skyliner station. So roughly the same walk each way. Maybe the Yacht and Beach Club is a minute or 2 longer if you walk that side, but nothing noticeable. Let me try and find Buzz 407 and get out of here before the crowd rushes the parking lot. Wish me luck. There's the luminous Symphony of Us fireworks behind me over at EPCOT. And I don't think they have any pyrotechnics right now, but you can kind of see the spotlights from the Wonderful World of Animation, I believe it's called, the projection show on the Chinese theater. Nighttime entertainment everywhere. My nighttime entertainment's gonna be Friendship, the movie, over at AMC Disney Springs. If I can find my car and not trip over the parking lot painted lines in the process. Again, wish me luck. This reminds me, I have to watch Andor Season 2. I loved Season 1 and just have not watched Season 2 yet. That says 307. Don't tell me I have 100 rows left. Just kidding, no, I don't. But I wonder how many people freak out when they see 307 and they're parked like me in 407 and wonder, am I in for a marathon? I'm hearing mostly good things about Lilo and Stitch in theaters. I could have seen that tonight instead of Friendship, but I'm gonna wait for Amanda to see Lilo and Stitch. She'll want to see that one too. I don't know how close we are. I'm at 3:14. When I see 4s, I'll be happy. So far, just 3s. 401. 6 more. 6 more. Thank goodness. Good night, Hollywood Studios. See if we can catch Luminous. Maybe not. A little bit of it. There it is. Good night, EPCOT. These legs are tired. All right, third and final stop of the night. Going to be the AMC theaters for my A-list movie reservation. Going to see Friendship and just relax. My legs are beat from all the walking, but I'm glad I popped in the parks today. We'll cap it here at AMC. I noticed this Stitch coffee truck last time I was here. I think it was last weekend when I saw a movie. Coincides with the release of the Stitch live action film. Got some Joffrey's blended coffee drinks and looks like some muffins there. Would have been great this morning. But yeah, I don't know how long it's here, but might as well try it. Disney's Ohana blend Joffrey's coffee if you're here at Springs outside of AMC. Just missed the, oh, I was gonna say we just missed the fire, but there it is. And honestly, the last time I had Rainforest Cafe, like their food as a meal, very good. People probably, I feel like people overlook it due to its theming, and maybe it's for kids in their minds, but the food was great last time we had it here. Got a band going across the way. This guy has stood the test of time. He has been here in all his glory since I was a young kid when it was Downtown Disney. He remains intact. Weathered every storm. Crazy, honestly, that he's still sitting here in the water, built out of Legos. Good to see him, though. All right, this is why I don't walk around Springs before a movie. I should just show up at the start of the movie time so I don't end up walking around and spending money, but had to get this Figment and Dreamfinder postcard. Nothing crazy. I think it was like $5 in the Art of Disney store all the way at the front by Rainforest Cafe. But then this, look at this. I had not heard about this. Martha Blanding's story, Groundbreaking Magic. a black woman's journey through the happiest place on earth. I kind of read through the blurb a little bit. Talks about how she came up with the company, started very low, and through the years, you know, got promotions and ended up overseeing multi-million-dollar generating merchandise events. There are many featuring acclaimed artists and celebrities, but more so interested in her personal story through the first, I think it says 50 years of Disneyland. And another main reason I picked it up, story alone sold me, but then I was flipping through and look, she signed it along with Tim O'Day. So a cool piece to have. I'm excited to learn. I've never heard of the story before, so excited to read through it. Yeah, groundbreaking magic. Martha Blanding's story. All right, that is a wrap on my longer than I planned on day. Friendship was funny. A couple good chuckles. Tim Robinson is quite a character. Can't help but laugh at some of that stuff. Paul Rudd plays a great character. I give it 2.5 out of 5. It was a little slow for me overall, but still an enjoyable watch. Definitely not upset that I went to see that, see what it was all about. But that's gonna do it for me. Back to the car. 1 a.m. in an empty Disney Springs, leaving AMC.